WITCHUNTER, Crystal Demons, 2010. High Roller Records. The latest trend in the underground metal scene is a wave of bands obsessed with recreating the early 1980s atmosphere, not only in sound, but in image, aesthetics, and attitude. Many loudly proclaim their devotion to the new wave of British heavy metal, but while the influence is real, the originality often isn't. They're fun to watch, sure, but after a point you start wondering whether the scene needs yet another group of copycats. I've always preferred bands like Wolf or 3 Inches of Blood, who channel the 80s spirit while injecting their own identity. WITCHUNTER, hailing from Italy, belong to the other category, bands that reproduce the early 80s metal blueprint almost to the letter. Their debut, Crystal Demons, first appeared in September 2010 through My Graveyard Productions, and now receives a well-deserved vinyl reissue by High Roller Records, a label known for championing traditional heavy metal and reviving obscure gems from the past. The band's influences are worn proudly. Angel Witch, Holocaust, and the dirt and speed attitude of Motorhead form the backbone of their sound. The tracklist: Shadow of the Night, Speed Killer, Princess of Hell, WitchHuntered, reads like a love letter to the era, and the production mirrors that raw, unpolished charm associated with early NWOBHM demos and first-wave European heavy metal. The album features Hellbound, a faithful cover of Tigers of Pantang's track from the landmark Spellbound LP, released in 1981. It's a fitting choice, since Tigers were a defining force of the era WitchHunter worships. Their rendition stays close to the original, underlining the band's devotion to early 80s British steel. Though it also highlights the broader issue, WitchHunter are far more comfortable emulating their heroes than carving out their own identity. Historically, Italy had an active underground metal scene in the late 70s and early 80s, with bands like Death SS, Black Hole, and Dark Quarterer shaping an occult identity. WitchHunter choose not to tap into that heritage. Instead, they aim squarely at the British template. Their visual aesthetic: leather, studs, Marshall stacks, and a logo straight out of 1982, reinforces that mission. Crystal Demons is undeniably fun if you're a devotee of the era. The riffs are energetic and the choruses are catchy, but the album suffers from a lack of variety and personality. Many tracks follow the same pattern, making the listening experience predictable. The band reproduces the sound faithfully, but rarely adds anything of their own. No twist, no signature element, no moment where you say this is unmistakably WitchHunter. It scratches that nostalgic itch, but it won't demand repeated listens. In short, Crystal Demons is a lovingly crafted tribute to early 80s metal, but a tribute is all it remains.